Hello, it's me, Calvin Trackmaster, or as some people like to call me, Mr. Molevin Monday. Yes, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different to our normal norm. Yes, I have the movie theater background in the video in the podcast right now, but it's not about Star Wars, Pixar, or the Minecraft movie. No. This is a video I kind of thought wanting to do like these last 2 days, and today I'll be doing it. So, what's this review going to be? Well, it's animation, but it's one of the best ones. But it's one of the best animated films that the world has ever seen. And it's not Pixar or DreamWorks or Disney. Nah, the other guy, somewhere in the continent of Asia and country of Japan. Yes, it is the one and only Hayao Miyazaki. And today I'm gonna be reviewing one of the best films he ever made. Drumroll, please! KIKI'S Delivery Service. This movie was released in 1989 in Japan and is widely regarded to be one of the best Ghibli movies in their collection. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Miyazaki. I only seen 2 films. This and probably another one I'll review at some point. And yeah, this movie's actually, not gonna lie, pretty amazing. But I do want to let you know, this video will contain a lot of spoilers. So at this time... No. Yeah, I want to let you know there will be spoilers, but I'll talk about the movie tell like the plot synopsis real quick, and then I'll get into spoiler stuff. So anyways, let's jump right in. The movie's about Kiki, a 13-year-old girl or witch. In the world of this film, when a witch turns 13, they go off and find their place in the world. Kiki settles in a city called Koriko. I'm sorry about that butchering, guys. So she goes to Koriko and meets friends like Osono, the baker, Tombo, and Ursula, the painter. And she's along with her cat, Gigi. And now they have to finally get settled and find their inspirations. That's my brief plot synopsis. And also, I'm gonna let you know it's time for spoilers. So, 3, 2, 1, you have been warned, and let's tell the stuff that I love about. Personally, I actually really love the idea of this movie, because before this movie was released, witches were always portrayed as like the evil character. For example, the Wicked Witch of the West was one, probably like the main villain in Wizard of Oz, and everyone assumes that, and Halloween. But I actually like the idea of like this take of it. They're not like the comically evil ones as the one no, they're just regular girls who just know how to do magic and stuff and fly brooms and stuff and trying to find their place. And they also come with black cats. Not trying to be racist. It's like a really creative idea. Like, I never seen like an idea like this before. It actually feels like more of a Pixar movie than a Ghibli movie, but hey, that's just me. And also, speaking of Pixar, I don't know if this is like an exact connection, but I think the film is kind of similar to the movie Up. Now, I know the plots are very, very different, but now I know it might be a stretch, but I think there are some scenes in the movie that I think that are very similar. For example, Kiki's takeoff reminds me of Carl releasing all the balloons and like leaving the city and stuff. That kind of really reminds me of that. And also, not long after they set their adventures, they got caught into a thunderstorm. Well, twice actually. They're kind of relevant to the story. Like Kiki's an example are kind of part of the story. Like her first one, so you like get to the train to get to the city, blah 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 blah. And also when she's delivering that fish pie earlier for the madam's granddaughter. Or like that's kind of like relevant to the story, so like she could like get sick and stuff, and vice versa. So you should meet Tombo, also AKA Kapori. Like that's kind of a fun twist. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, and not those dumb Disney twist villains that everyone hates. And also like the scene where Ursula talks about like how he loses magic, like loses like her inspiration to paint and stuff, and like finding her inspiration, the advice for Kiki. It kind of reminds me when Carl when he reaches Paradise Falls, kind of goes through the adventure book and realizes that Ellie was fulfilled. Like they kind of remind me of that. And also, let's not forget the final climax involves a blimp. And they're both, funnily enough, called The Spirit Adventure. In Up, it's called The Spirit Adventure, that Charles Muntz pilots, and The Spirit of Freedom, which is kind of a funny, really funny connection. It's like Pixar was copying Ghibli. But hey, that's just a theory. Okay. I'm not Matt Pat anymore because he's no longer with us. But that'd be a fun video idea. Yeah. I also just really love like the vibe of the film and the theme of it, because like, as you know, Up is my favorite movie ever, and I think that film is just so creative and emotional. It just moves me. And Kiki's kind of similar in that way. Like they both have like their main characters fly in some way that kind of doesn't like and like all the stuff that. So yeah, it's no wonder why this movie works a lot. I also just really love the message in this movie about finding your inspiration and stuff and burnout. And honestly, personally, as I go to school, I really get burned out a lot during that time. And I actually really connect to Kiki's struggle in this, because sometimes when I play Fortnite, when I die a lot in solos, I just feel pretty burnt out on it. And trying to find the inspiration, it can be hard sometimes. And that's honestly something I actually this might be one of the most relatable films that I have ever seen in my life, to be honest. And yeah, like it kind of cuts deep pretty well. And here's so many YouTube video essays about that. And I also really like how nice and calm the film is. Like how it looks like it's a really nice work compared to like most films. Like it looked like everyone's trying to be a good person. There's like no villain. I mean, that's kind of a nice break. But at the same time, my favorite films have very good villains like Charles Muntz, Bowser, and Syndrome, of course. But I know I'm getting off topic. And also, while we're on the topic of like how witches were portrayed in this film and like how we think they're like bad but they're not, it's kind of like Shrek to think about it. And like how like society deviates from him and stuff like that, and how people just judge him. No, man, that's kind of similar. And like, I'm not wrong. Like when he feels a little offended at Tombo at first. I mean, yeah. There's really a lot to say. I know this video is like pretty like 10 minutes long, but it's like I really have a lot to say about this one, and I had a really fun time at the movie theater, and yeah. So this is not my first time I watched this movie. I actually watched this movie like in 2024, and I thought it was pretty great, but I think now when I saw it in the movie theaters, the theater with my mom, and it was a really fun experience. So that kind of buffed it up from an 8 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. And my mom agrees, but we also both agree that Up is still the superior film. Let's be honest. I think that's a video I really could do at some point. And yeah, Kiki is an amazing movie, and I totally understand why many say it's a masterpiece. And Miyazaki, like, it's a Miyazaki movie. Of course it's going to be good or great and fantastic at the same time. Like, what did you expect? Like, do you know how many great movies he's made? Like, it's genuinely insane. Miyazaki is just one great director. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Great, amazing movie, but I just don't think it's better than films like Mario Brothers, Up, WALL-E, The Incredibles. It's not in that tier, but it is an amazing movie, and I should highly recommend it. Also, comment below what you want me to do my next Studio Ghibli review. I kind of have one I have in mind, but that might be for another day. So comment below what you want me to review next, whether if it's another movie or another Studio Ghibli movie. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Go away now.